Alright guys, welcome to Undercover Citizens Madden team reviews. The first team we're going to be doing is the Dallas Cowboys. Now make sure you guys leave comments down in the comment section below for other teams that I should do. Right now I have 2 or 3 set up, but after that, all of you. So, here we go. First, Dallas Cowboys. Quarterback. Look at that, 91 overall. 34 years old, but he is 91 overall. He's a great quarterback in this game. You can look through all his stats. Most of you want to look at the throwing stats. So his short accuracy is 90, his throw power is 90, medium 88, deep 81. So he's a pretty good quarterback for everything really. He's 91 overall, but 90 short accuracy, 88 medium accuracy, 81 deep accuracy is very good stats. Throwing on the run 82, so he's actually a mobile quarterback, play action. He's just a great overall quarterback. I would definitely recommend using Tony Romo and this team. Now running back, DeMarco Murray, 89 overall. I don't know if he's that good in real life. I'm not super high in DeMarco Murray, but he's super fast. DeMarco Murray's 94 overall, 78 strength, 85 agility, so he's just a beast. 91 acceleration. He can do everything. Trucking 93, so he's a great Madden fantasy running back. Great vision, good stiff arm, good juke move, good carrying, so he won't fumble a lot. Has decent catching, so he can pretty much do everything as a running back. So right now the Dallas Cowboys offense is very, very good. We're going to look at the fullback. We'll do the quick. Tyler Cutts. I actually have no idea who that is. But he's alright. To the wide receiver. Wide receiver, obviously Dez Bryant. Monster wide receiver. He's a super stud. 92 speed, 94 strength, 97 agility, 93 acceleration. He's going to burst off the line like no other. And he has good juke moves once he gets the ball. Carrying 60, so if you get hit stick, he might fumble, which isn't good. Obviously, catching 96, route running is great, catching traffic is great, spectacular catch is great. He can beat the press, jumping is amazing. So pretty much Dez Bryant is a stud wide receiver. So if you look at the Cowboys, quarterback, running back, wide receiver, all studs. So offensively, this team is stacked. Now tight end Jason Witten, again, 93 overall. Sorry, I'll go back. The other wide receivers, they have Terrence Williams, Dwayne Harris, Cole Beasley. They're all solid receivers. Dwayne Harris and Terrence Williams have had big games in the past. I think Terrence Williams is going to be a very, very, very good wide receiver this year, fantasy-wise and in real life, so expect his stats to get a boost. But besides that, he has good catching, good, okay route running, catch tackles, all right, spectacular catch. But he's just a good number 2 wide receiver to throw the ball to. Now to tight end, Jason Witten, 93 overall tight end. He is great in real life, great in Madden. He's not the fastest receiver. He's tight end. He's not the strongest player. He's okay agility, good acceleration, but his awareness is great. It's just he catches the ball. 94 catching, 87 route running, 90 catching traffic. He's a good, reliable dump down wide receiver. You have Dez Bryant for the big plays, and you got Jason Witten to be your reliable pass catcher. Now we're going to fly through the offensive line pretty quickly. Just probably look at their overalls. Obviously, Tyron Smith is a stud, 92 overall. At left tackle, he just got a huge monster contract. Left guard, needs some help. You can actually put Mackenzie Bordeaux there instead of Leary. Whatever you want to do to make your team overall better, I would do that because he's a little bit higher overall. Center, they have Travis Frederick, who was a first-round pick and everyone hated him, but he actually turned out to be a very, very, very good center. High strength, that's always very good for a center. He's 82 overall. I expect him to go up throughout the season. Right guard, their first-round overall pick, Zach Martin. You definitely want to play him, because especially in a career mode, because he can definitely grow, and he will continue to do good things for you. Right tackle, Doug Freese, solid right tackle, 82 overall. Not pretty much what you want to ask for in a right tackle. But he could be higher. As you can see, Tyron Smith is 94 overall at right tackle. So if you want to get creative, you can put him there for a +2 overall, but then Doug Freese only 76, your next best option. So it's probably not for the best. And the Cowboys play, their offensive playbook is great, good for intermediate routes of passing and short routes and great running plays. So I definitely recommend using this offense. Now look at their defense. Play a 4-3, left end. I don't even know who this guy is. George Selvey. Speed, he has some okay stuff. You can look at some of the defensive stats right here. His tackling is okay. Power moves, he has better finesse moves, which is actually pretty fun. Or you can use Tyron Crawford has better power moves when you're trying to get the quarterback. Their pursuits are all right. So they'll be he'll be okay. The Cowboys definitely need an upgrade there, though. Right end. Anthony Spencer, solid player. 30 overall, so he's kind of old. But we can also go look at his stats for you guys. Tackling, 78. Mincey's a little bit better. Hit power is good. He's more finesse move as well. It depends on what you want to do. I like finesse move, so that would be great for me with his at left end. So they start 2 defensive tackles. So in a 4-3 defense. So Henry Melton, who's an absolute stud, and the other one's Nick Hayden. So we can look at the stats. Nick Hayden's kind of weak. Oh, I thought that was speed. So speed, Henry Melton is actually decent speed for a defensive tackle. Both super strong. He has good acceleration, good agility. Henry Melton is a stud in Madden. I totally recommend using him or drafting him. Look at this. 84 hit power, super power moves, solid finesse moves, great block shedding, good pursuit. It's just, he is great. They definitely need a defensive tackle because Nick Hayden isn't the best in the world. But so far the D-line, they only have 2 players on it. Left outside linebacker, Bruce Carter. He's a pretty good linebacker. He's got some good speed, solid strength, solid agility, good acceleration. So he's a player that you definitely want on the field when you're playing. Has good tackling, good hit power. His pursuit's good. Play recognition's kind of low. His coverages, he's better in zone, which is good for linebackers if you would like to play zone. Middle linebacker, they actually have Sean Lee, who if you're playing online or anywhere, you're going to want to put him in. 89 overall. He's a lot better than Justin Durant. But, he has 83 speed, 75 strength, good agility. He's just an overall good linebacker. Obviously, his throw power isn't that great because he's a linebacker. We got 95 tackling, 83 hit power. Actually, not bad moves for a linebacker. Block shedding is all right, but his pursuit 96, play recognition 95. You want him on the field regardless of what you're playing. Right outside linebacker, they could use some help here. Because Wilbur's only 72 overall. Now you see here, Bruce Carter's actually 80 overall at the right outside linebacker. And at left line side, you can put Justin Durant out here at 79, and it would probably be a better upgrade because Justin Durant's there, right outside linebacker. You put Bruce Carter. So your linebackers are upgraded, and it's what I would definitely recommend doing. Let's look at cornerbacks. Now, they've tried to work on their cornerbacks for a long time, the Cowboys. It's never really worked out. Brandon Carr is a good corner, and Maurice Claiborne was a starter. Everyone's like, oh, he could be the next Patrick Peterson. Clearly, that didn't happen. He's not even close to the next Patrick Peterson. Skandrick plays in the slot. You can switch these up if you really want to, but, it doesn't really matter. I'll be putting... So we'll go with this. We'll go look at their stats. Speed, they're all fast. Corners need to be fast. Skandrick is flying at 94 speed. Maurice Claiborne, 91 speed, 88 speed. That's all good. Acceleration is going to be high. Awareness is very good for Brandon Carr to be high. Some other stats they don't necessarily need. We can look at catching for interceptions. Claiborne and Carr will get you hopefully some okay interceptions, but, you can't ask them to do too much. Tackling, that's Skandrick's 44 tackling is never good. 60 for corner, solid. You don't really need any of this. Pursuit you want, they're okay. Play recognition is something that you obviously want your corners to do if they know to stop the run or the pass. Skandrick, 72. Claiborne, 69. Carr, 87. So Carr's obviously superior here. Man coverage and zone coverage. Here are 2 stats that I look at when I'm, getting corners if I do fantasy drafts or whatever. I like to play man. Clearly, Brandon Carr is a stud in man, but they're all very good. So with the Cowboys, I would recommend playing man with their corners because look at how much better their 3 corners. Even Webb down here, 81, 77 man. You can pretty much play either or, but man is definitely superior for these guys. Press coverage, you probably don't want to press. Obviously, Brandon Carr is a stud at press coverage, but the other 2 are just okay. And then that's pretty much it for the corners. Let's go to free safety. They have Barry Church, 83 overall. It's pretty solid. 85 speed, 82 agility, 89 acceleration, stuff like that. Catchings at 55, so they probably won't make any great interceptions for you, but just user it up and you can got it down, He actually has great hit power, which is fun with safeties because he can come up and you can hit stick people and force fumbles. Barry Church with 93 hit power. Definitely recommend if you're going for hit sticking. Pursuit, 87, play recognition, 78. His man coverage not as great, but most of the time your free safety is in zone coverage. He has 78 zone coverage that can get the job done. Strong safety. Yeah, Cowboys don't have any great strong safeties. They have J.J. Wilcox, who obviously we're going to go look at. Heath is faster, but he probably was playing special teams. He's okay acceleration and stuff like that. But we can go look at some other of his stats. Tackling 80 is fine. Hit power 87. So both the safeties for the Cowboys are good for forcing fumbles. It's hard to do, but it's still really fun. Pursuit 84. His man. Yeah, so you don't really want to put him in man. So strong safety is such a weakness for the Dallas Cowboys, but you're gonna have to deal with that. Kicker Bailey, solid. Punter, Chris Jones, 68 overall. Probably can get a different punter if you want, but I mean I don't know how many people really punt. With kick returner, you have a lot of choices. Obviously, there's your number one stud right here. You want Scandrick being your kick returner because look at that, 94 speed, 93 agility, stuff like that. 94 overall. He's better than Harris. He's better than Randall. I mean, you can look down here. Des Bryant, 87. DeMarco Murray, 90. Those are all guys you want as your kick returners, but they will get injured. Same thing here. Put Scandrick at your punt returner. Let him do all the dirty work in that. Kickoff starter, obviously your kicker. Long snapper, whoever's really the best. I mean, you can put Tyron Smith here. It doesn't really matter just on punts. Or you put your center. Third down running back, Des Bryant, 98 overall. Bam. Easy. Solid. So overall, Dallas Cowboys, offensively, they're great. You know, the line isn't the best, but it's still very solid. Tony Romo, DeMarco Murray, Des Bryant, Jason Witten. Everyone is just phenomenal of those guys, and you could tear up opposing defenses for it. They're defensively, obviously they need some help on the D-line. The linebackers, if you switch them around, like I told you, would actually be pretty good. In your secondary, you have good corners, you have a good free safety. Your strong safety is your weaker point. But I definitely recommend playing the Dallas Cowboys online. Teams that could beat you, obviously, a good defense. Like Seattle Seahawks, because they have the weapons that shut you down. Cardinals, 49ers, even the Broncos, because their defense got upgraded. So this has definitely been an offensive-heavy team, and their playbook is always phenomenal, like I said earlier. Great for crossing routes, great for intermediate and short passing routes like Tony Romo likes to do, and then maybe occasionally hit Des Bryant deep. Great running plays, great for the tight end. So overall, be the Dallas Cowboys if you want to play online. They'll be a great team to play with. Great team for team play. Also connected careers. It's great. So that's it, guys, for the Dallas Cowboys. I will be doing some other teams. If you just let me know what teams you want to do, and I'll get them done. But I have a couple other teams as well. But until next time, guys.